Comment pourrais-je vivre? Je ne connaîtrai pas ce bonheur qui m'enivre quand je suis dans...
Hi, I'm Debbie Schmitt, and I'm going to show you a little weaving project to use your paper that you've drawn on, watercolored, painted, or recycling, junk mail, you name it. It's best if it has the base of it that we're going to make the loom out of is a little bit sturdier, but it becomes harder to cut. Like, you could also use old packaging, but it is harder to cut. What we're going to do is take a print and cut it into strips, and I'll show you how to do that. We're going to fold the paper in half, and without measuring, you cut and just cut up. If your scissor lines aren't perfectly straight, doesn't matter. Actually, it's kind of fun. Let them weave. Let them go at an angle. And end up. Start with any of your materials that you have. I'm going to try and use a little bit of alternate between my darkest and my lightest. And you start by going, you can either start on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. You start between your first slit, and you can start by going under, then over, the next slit, over, under, over, and out. And then you take the other end and you just sort of zigzag like you're sawing and scoot it right up towards the top. Then I'll take another strip. I'm going to take a plain piece of paper this time and do the opposite. Where I went over the first layer, I'm going to go under on the second one and just do the opposite, weaving in and out. The vertical cuts that you made are called the warp in real weaving, and these horizontal strips that we're weaving in and out are called the weft. And this is finer paper, so it's a little bit more apt to crinkle, but it's not a precious object. We're just having fun, so we're going to just let that be. Let's find another interesting piece. And again, now we're going to switch again. Oops, I almost did it the wrong way. You want to go opposite from the line before and go under. Sometimes you have to put your hands underneath to separate the strips. This is a thicker paper, so it doesn't crinkle, but it's a little harder to bend. And this one popped out, but that's okay. Let's stick it back in. Scoot it up. Scoot. Scoot. I'm not worried about the edges because I kind of like them all different lengths and a little bit frayed at the ends. I might trim them up so that they're all maybe not exactly equal, but closer to being equal. That's an interesting piece with all the little bits of red. Let's see, what do we want here? Ooh. Yeah, I got this red. Is that too much? Nah, let's put that red in there. Oops, I missed one back here, so that happens. Just go back. Ooh, that one ripped. Luckily I have enough and I don't have to rip it out all entirely. If I don't, oh well. Cut more strips. Or replace it with something else. Yeah, what you first choose doesn't work out. That's okay. Something else will. Maybe I'll do another black. Because that black really makes some of the other things show off more. That's the thing with this. You learn a lot about color. Things that work well together. That's why it's good to use some solids. See, something happened here funny. Oh. It's a little bit trickier at the end because you're running out of, there's not as much leeway on the warp strips. I could do another strip, but I'm going to spread these out a little bit. And you can play with your design that way. You know, it can be tighter or looser, whatever you want, and that you can see the difference in the widths of your strips, what a difference that makes. Oh, I forgot to use this one. Oh well, next time. So, thanks so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. Have a great day and keep on playing. Bye.